Hello guys, my name's Joel and welcome to the video. So first off, I want to say thank you to everybody that watches my videos because I got home last night from work and we broke 10,000 subscribers. And to tell you the truth, that's something I never thought would really happen. The channel is a very small specialty channel geared towards fireworks, and you normally don't see a lot of subscribers on channels like that. So I'm very grateful that we hit 10,000 and it's pretty exciting. As a thank you to you guys, every day for the next week I'm going to upload a new video. So make sure to come back to the channel, check those out. We got a wide variety of different stuff I'm going to be posting. Now, if you want to stay up to date on videos and just information in general, make sure to like my Facebook page, follow me on Twitter, and you can also subscribe to get text messages every time I upload a video, and that link will be in the description as well. So, besides just saying thank you to you guys for 10,000 subscribers, I'm going to answer a couple questions I asked you guys to post on Facebook, and then I'm going to talk about a couple things just that have been on my mind lately. So first off, the video I uploaded, fireworks shopping trip, back in, I want to say June, there was a comment on it, and I've gotten this comment more than once, and I'll read you guys the comment. The comment says, "Just a waste of money. With that money you can buy shoes. You'll use them for days and days. With fireworks, you just watch for one day." And my reply was, "You're right. Shoes do last longer than one day. Good thing I have a pair so I can spend the rest of my money on fireworks." Now, I want to address something. I probably have more shoes than most females. So, here's a pair of Under Armour shoes I wear. Here's another pair. Here's a third pair of Under Armour shoes I wear. Pair of my Reeboks. Pair of yellow Reeboks. I have a pair of North Face shoes. Got a pair of Jordans. They look like boats, but hey. And that doesn't include, I got several pairs of Nikes that I use as work shoes. That includes all my dress shoes, flip-flops, all that kind of stuff. So when I see comments like that, it just kind of makes me laugh, because most guys I know might have a pair or two, maybe 3 pairs of shoes. I just showed you guys 8 pairs of shoes. So that's why I spend my money on fireworks, because I already have plenty of shoes to wear and wear and wear, so I can spend all my other money on fireworks so I can blow up in one day. Okay, so now I'm going to answer a couple questions I asked you guys to post on Facebook. The first question is, do you do birthday fireworks? I have not previously done fireworks for my birthday or anyone else's birthday. I would love to do some in the future. My upcoming birthday is in April, and it's very possible I'll do fireworks for that. I'll be turning 25, which is not really anything to celebrate except for I get a break on my insurance. But yeah, that'll probably happen actually this year. If anyone else had birthday or wanted birthday fireworks, I'd be more than happy to do them for them. So what is a good, inexpensive mortar shell to fill your racks with when you're on a tight budget? If you guys watched my fireworks stash video this year, I used the TNT shells. They have several different names for them. I can't remember all the names off the top of my head. All of them are basically the exact same shells. Really good shells. I got them really cheap. I think 12 shells for $12, and that was at a retail level. So that would be a good one. There's a couple others that come to mind. I'm a big World Class fan, so if you're looking for a double break shell, you can get the Merlin shells. The triple break shells, you get Trilogy shells. Then if you're looking for like a big shell assortment kit, you can get the Goliath, United We Stand, or Zeus. Those are all great shell kits by World Class. So that's just a couple shell kits that I can think of. Next question is, why does the USA have such awesome fireworks? Well, I'm glad you think that, but a lot of our fireworks are actually imported from other countries, so I'm glad that a lot of states do allow fireworks, if that's what you're asking, or that's what you're referring to. But, yeah, I guess that's really all to talk about on that question. With your experience with crowd reaction with your experience with crowd reaction, which opening grabs their attention? He's basically asking what to do at the beginning of a show. And then he went on to explain what he was referring to. And I think he's exactly right. I would do sort of like a fake finale, like a fake start, basically throwing a bunch of stuff up in the air. That, when you're talking about a backyard show, it definitely is like a whoa factor for a lot of people, because a lot of people that are watching these shows haven't really seen a show really up close and personal. That's why whenever you do a lot of sky puke in a consumer show, like a backyard show, people are blown away because they're used to watching an actual display show, and you could be a long distance away and you see one shell go up, and it's just kind of blah. But when you're sitting a couple hundred feet away and there's just crap going up everywhere, that just blows their mind. So a lot of people that come to my firework displays, like 4th of July especially, a lot of them have no idea that I even do all this fireworks stuff. So when they come, they're expecting me to be shooting off some random stuff hand-lit, and then when I walk out there and they're just crap going off, they're normally blown away. So I think what I did actually I don't remember what I did last year. I didn't do as crazy sky puke as I did previously. I think 2012 I literally threw up close to 80 canister shells, and that was just like a holy crap. So everyone knew that I meant business. But that's what I would do if you're doing a backyard display. Just throw a bunch of stuff in the air, preferably shells, just because you can fuse them together really quickly. Moving on to the next question, ordering fireworks online. I have not actually done that before. If you're going to do that, just make sure to do your research. Make sure it's legal to ship to wherever your location is. Call the company that you're planning on buying from, get all the details worked out, shipping, all that crap. Just make sure everything, you do your research basically before you go ahead and go through that. You don't want to order fireworks without really doing any research and then they get taken away whenever they come to your house or whatever. So just do your research when it comes to that. Who or what got you into fireworks? That's a good question. I actually thought about this one for a while, and I'm not really sure. I think, as I was growing up, like any younger boy, you always have that urge to blow something up, as bad as that sounds. And it started with firecrackers, bottle rockets, Roman candles, that small stuff that you could buy, like you have $20 and you buy a whole bunch of little things. That's definitely how it started, and as each year went on, I definitely went and bought more stuff. So I really remember buying firecrackers, Roman candles, and bottle rockets, and that was huge for me as a younger child. And then I remember starting to buy artillery shell kits, and then some 200-gram cakes, and then next thing after that, 500-gram cakes. And you guys can watch my stash videos from 2009 to now, and it's quite comical watching 2009 and then 10, 11, 12, 13. A lot has changed, and that's great, and that's why I encourage everyone else to do too. It's just keep progressing on your hobby. So as far as what got me into fireworks, I think it's just that younger child's urge to just blow stuff up, really. As bad as that sounds, but that's what it was. If you had to choose, what would be your most favorite cake of all time? Sorry, it's hard to read some of the questions. Tell you the truth, I don't really have a favorite cake of all time. Normally, I enjoy fan cakes more than any other cake. And if the cake has a mine effect on top of a normal just shell break, that's normally what I enjoy more because it's got multiple levels of effects. So I can't really think of any off the top of my head that are like, oh, that's my favorite. I really enjoy gold dust, even though it's just a mine cake. I had several in my show last year. If you guys remember, it's just that straight gold fanned mine effect. I really like that one. I just wish it had something in the cake that would go higher than that, but you can always throw in something on top of it. Some sort of gold or crackle effect over the top of that mine effect would be really sweet. But yeah, so that's basically what I really enjoy in a cake, is a fan, mine, multi level cake. What chemicals create flying fish effects in a cake or shell? Well, tell you the truth, as far as I know, it's fuse. It's flying fish fuse. And you just cut it into little pieces, and when that's lit, it kind of zips through the sky. Let me see if I can find something real quick. Yeah, flying fish fuse is a type of fuse which, when cut in short lengths, appears to swim around in the air after it is ignited. So as far as I know, that's what they actually use in the flying fish effects. So the next question: how did you get where you are today, doing shows, etc.? What was the process? Well, started out just lighting fireworks off for my own pleasure, and then it got to the point where I was like, you know what, I want to really progress with this. So then I looked for more information. That led me to the internet, of course, because everything's on the internet. And that led me to YouTube videos, and then I was like, heck, I might as well post some YouTube videos. Not really expecting people to watch them. I posted a video or two, and then literally didn't check YouTube for a while, and got back on and noticed I had some subscribers, and I was like, oh, okay, people actually watch this stuff. So then I just kind of posted from time to time, more of a seasonal thing. And then got to the point where I noticed a decent subscriber gain. I was like, well, heck, I might as well post regularly. And yeah, here we are today. The more, as time goes on, of course, I want to progress, which I mentioned previously. And the more subscribers I have, the more people that are asking for more stuff, the more I want to do. So that's definitely a big push, is having you guys there, not only telling me what you want to see, but telling me, good job, this kind of things. It's a big motivation to just keep going and keep doing more. And I hope this year I got some cool things planned. I just don't know. It's going to take a lot of planning, so I'm not going to mention them quite yet, but it should be fun as long as they work out. Alright, so the next question is, can you give me some tips to up my YouTube views? And I'm going to give you one big tip because I can talk about this for a long time, and I'm not going to bore you everyone that doesn't really care. The number one tip that I can give you is make your thumbnails vivid, colorful, and definitely relevant to whatever you're talking about. Good example for me, I have several good examples. When I did the Fireworks Superstore tour in Hannibal, I chose the thumbnail as a palette that was stacked with fireworks and wrapped in saran wrap. And I think I might have gotten 1 or 2, maybe even more than that, pallets kind of like in a row. And I chose that because when you look at that thumbnail, you're like, wow, that's cool, and you click on it. Now, if I showed the outside of the building, you get a grasp of how big the building is, and you might think, oh, that's pretty cool, and you might click on it, but when you show that actual stack of fireworks, people are a lot more likely to click on it. Another good example would be my fireworks stash this previous year. I tried to show as many fireworks as I could wrapped around my living room. I even left fireworks here in the foreground. That way it just fills up all the empty space with fireworks, and it's definitely something to click on, that people will click on. One other tip I'm going to mention, if you are doing firework videos, gaming videos, whatever videos you're doing, I assume fireworks since you're on my channel, reach out to other people that are doing firework videos. Say, hey, I did this video, it's similar to your video, or hey, don't be like spammy about it, but definitely contact people. Try to cross-advertise. There's nothing wrong with that. It's networking. I'm all for that. You go to my YouTube channel, you'll notice there's people on the sidebar. That's exactly what we all did. I've talked to all of them in private messages, and built a decent relationship with some of those guys, so that's why they're there. I watch their videos, they watch my videos, and it's mutually, I can't even talk right now, mutually beneficial for us to have each other on our channels. I might have 4 times the subscribers as they do, but I guarantee all their subscribers aren't subscribed to me and vice versa. So, you know, it's just, like I said, networking. Reach out to some people. That's also a good way to build your audience and increase your views. Okay, so the last question I want to answer is, what do you think about illegal fireworks? And if you're referring to illegal fireworks as M80s and cherry bombs, I think they should stay illegal. They're obviously dangerous, and I have no desire to get some myself, honestly. If you're referring to illegal fireworks as far as, like, in Illinois, California, like, fountains are illegal, but nothing else is, I understand why it's like that in certain areas, but there's other areas that it just sucks. A lot of rural, small-town Illinois, it'd be perfectly fine if fireworks were legal. However, you know, Chicago up in the top corner of the state, I understand why they're illegal. So it just sucks because of one area, or a couple areas I should say, in Illinois. The whole state has illegal fireworks. But, you know, that might change in the future. You never know. Yeah, so that's about all my opinion on illegal fireworks, and that's really all I'm going to talk about today. So make sure to come back tomorrow because I'm going to have my first video of the week-long video streak. So make sure to tune in every day. There might be some special things at some of the end of the videos, so just make sure to watch them all, like, comment, subscribe, do all the things you guys do. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. I understand why fireworks would be illegal in Chicago. It's a very dense population, high population density, densely populated area.